Have you ever wanted to say yes to a dream, a vision that's been on your heart? I totally get it. My name is Amanda, and I work with entrepreneurs just like you. I work with people who have big dreams, who have a vision for themselves, but they just seem to find themselves stuck. And I completely understand because let me tell you, I was there. And I needed to learn how to gain confidence in myself, but also gain clarity on what it is I really wanted out of life and from myself to fully step into my true authentic power. And I started working with the angels and learning the intricacies of self-mastery. And that is what I found to be the foundations for building a thriving company. And it's exactly the blueprint that I teach to entrepreneurs just like you and anyone else that wants to live a soul-led life that is finding this video. And today I was writing and I just came across the topic of seeing in the dark and saying yes to yourself. And who here has said yes to themselves? Raise your hand. If you've said yes to your dreams, congratulations, your life is about to change. If you've received the invitation but haven't put in your RSVP yet, well, I pray to you that this video finds you, and I pray to you that something in this video resonates with you, that inspires you to take a decision completely aligned with your heart. So when that invitation comes, when we decide to say yes to our dreams, to our hearts, to that vision, to build that brand, to build that life that feels so fulfilling, so filled with joy and peace, what we're actually doing is we're saying yes to our higher selves. We're saying yes to God. God placed that dream on your heart for a reason. That dream just didn't appear out of anywhere. It was woven and created specifically for you to birth. It doesn't matter if it seems so far-fetched, if it seems too big to be real, because God wouldn't have placed it there if he didn't know that you were going to fulfill it. And this is your invitation today to say yes to yourself if you haven't already. Say yes to the guidance that is all around you, waiting on the sidelines for you to open up and receive the miracles and the blessings that are intended for you. And what I am going to dive into is seeing in the dark. So as we step into surrender, which is a natural part of the process when we say yes to ourselves, because when we do that, we're like, okay, well, I'm essentially saying that you know better than I do, because I've clearly been living in a pattern that is not serving my highest good. But you can see through a wider lens, angels. And so I'm inviting you in to lead me and guide me. And that requires you to step into the unknown. The unknown in one lens can be terrifying because it means stepping into what you can't see. But just like the wind, we can't see the wind. We can see aspects of the wind blowing in the trees, but it's something that we feel. It's a feeling of support. It's a feeling of lightness that caresses our body, that makes our hair move. But just because we can't see something doesn't mean that it's not there. And when we stop and we listen, we can actually hear the wind speak. We can hear the wind speak through the trees. Visualize the trees as maybe relationships in your life. People, strangers that you met that just said the right thing at the right moment. A song that you just listened to and it said those lyrics that just sparked something inside of you. It uses things in your life. God uses things in your life to speak to you. The angels use people, places, songs in your life to speak to you. To make the unknown a little less unknown. And it's this invitation today to change your perspective, to start to look at the unknown as this magical place where limitless opportunities exist. Yes, of course, we can, again, see it as a scary place, but we can also choose right now to see the unknown as this beautiful place where we can begin again. That is the gift of the present moment. That is the gift of choosing yourself. That's the gift of saying yes to you and to your dreams, is you have the opportunity to choose again. You have the opportunity right here, right now, to say, God, let me see through your eyes how to grow and scale my company. How do I find balance? How do I see in the dark? And you know what happens is that when we turn the lights off, when we go to bed at night, our eyes get a little blurry, but we learn how to see, we adjust. So we adjust. We adjust our point of view, we adjust our perspective. We can choose to see through this lens of magic, through this lens of possibility. That's when blessings and miracles begin to surround you. And as a business owner myself, I held this scarcity mentality, this doubt almost in God for so long. And when I started to shift my narrative and shift my perspective, I noticed that I was able to adjust and see in the dark. That this dark wasn't this ominous, scary place, but in fact, a realm of possibilities. That I actually thrived in the unknown, because if I knew what was going to happen, what was the fun in that? But it was with my energy and my intention that I went out boldly and fearlessly, knowing that magic was going to be I was going to be met with magic. So let's dive into how we can begin to see in the dark today. I just invite you to close your eyes and just visualize yourself fulfilling your dream life. Visualize your highest reality timeline. What do you see? What do you feel? What is the energy that exists all around you? This is your opportunity to begin again. Nothing is holding you back. There's no one telling you no, you can't. There's only the wind coming in to speak to you and say, yes, you can. Now take one step forward, we have you. Just see what your life feels like through that lens. And when you open your eyes and you come back to this space, understand that you can be both scared and excited at the same time. That the unknown doesn't require you to just have only courage. Courage comes from someplace. Courage comes from looking at what scares us, but saying, you know what, despite the fear, I'm still gonna go forward anyway. So visualize your highest timeline. Start seeing yourself and seeing this as a possibility in your life. That's one way to adjust. Another way to adjust is to open yourself up to the idea that you can be both dark and light, sad and happy, all in the same breath. It is actually your divine right to be everything and more. Everything and nothing. Alpha and Omega. When we see ourselves as both aspects, we stop running from the darkness. We stop running from our shadow. And we learn that it's a natural part of us and we embrace it. Just like we embrace the light, but we don't go too far one way or the other way. We just simply are right here, right now. When you start to bring balance in this awareness into your life, what that does is it creates readily available solutions. You're all of a sudden able to perceive solutions in front of you. So let's say that you have this idea, right, that you're really looking to get off the ground, but you feel stuck on who your target audience is or your messaging, or that you have so many ideas you don't know where to go. When we start to adjust and say, I choose now to begin again, what we're doing is we're taking that chaos in the mind and we're bringing it back to our heart. We're allowing ourselves to pause and realign and redirect our energy instead of feeling like we're energetically out of control. So Pause, reflect, and redirect your energy. And you'll start to see readily available solutions. That solution could come in the form of writing all of the things that you would like to do today down on a sheet of paper, and then doing the one thing that excites you the most and seeing where your day takes you from there. Another way to start walking in harmony with both light and dark and getting clarity and perspective on your vision is to allow yourself to ground. Ground into nature, ground into your foundations. Who do you believe you are? What do you believe that you're capable of? If you notice any ideas or notions of lack start to come up, I invite you to call on the angels to surrender these beliefs over to them. Call on the angels to support you and to guide you. And then say to yourself, or say out loud, angels, show me what to ground into. Who do you believe I am? Who do you see me as? And just write down whatever comes through and visualize yourself grounding into that energy. Maybe the word that comes through is courageous. Maybe the word that comes through is radiance, aligned. Whatever it is, whatever magic happens, whatever magic comes through, just ground into it. Maybe take a walk, and when you are out on your walk, make it a ritual, make it an intention. Every step that you take, you're anchoring yourself more into that belief of who the angels see you as. And the more you start to ritualize that vibration and start to honor and nourish that vibration, that'll help you to create these solid roots, this new foundation for your idea, your business to rise. And the last thing that I really want to talk about in this video is giving yourself space. As a business owner, sometimes we can get caught up in the rat race, the hustle and bustle of being relevant on social media or having to get everything done all in one day, or else it's just not, and nothing's going to work out for us. But that couldn't be further from the truth. What that energy does, that's a suppressing type of energy. That's a depletion energy. That energy is not doing anything beneficial for your business or yourself, because it's putting you into this hustle culture, which is stemming from comparison, this fear of missing out. But anything that God has placed on your heart and asked you to do, you're not going to miss out on. It's all going to unfold for you in the perfect time, in the perfect way. And it's on God's time, not yours. Biggest lesson there. But give yourself the space to create, the space to choose, the space to discern for yourself how you want to show up today and how you want to show up for your business. Like, it is incredible when you just allow yourself the space to sit in stillness and to hear the whispers of your intuition and of your angelic guidance. Then all of a sudden you have this breath of fresh air, and the wind comes in and it speaks to you. And the wind says, oh, go here today, do this today. One step in front of the other, one small step at a time, it creates huge ripple effects. So to recap, bringing balance into your business and creating a firm foundation requires you to say yes to yourself. It allows for an adjustment period for you to get used to seeing in the dark, for you to seeing through a different lens, perceiving the darkness not as something scary, but as an opportunity for growth and of endless, limitless possibilities. Walking the middle way means honoring and understanding that you're both light and dark. And neither one is good nor bad, it just is. And it's something to be honored. And it's something for you to adorn about yourself. And some ways that we can include balance into our life is by giving us the space to be seen, to receive, by calling on the angels to support you, by grounding into your anchors, into your roots that you would like to accomplish and see and have happen in your business. And it is with this that I leave you today. Just praying again that maybe something resonated with you. And if it did, please let me know in the comments below. We're here to build a community of like-minded individuals who can come together and support one another on their entrepreneurial journeys as they align with their higher self frequency and intuitive guidance. And be sure to hit the subscribe button to make yourself available to receive these messages whenever I pop up on your feed. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video.